Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Today is gonna be a rather short video. Why? Because we are tasting a beer that I don't have a lot of info about. I do have a knack for finding beers everywhere I go, apparently. I once went to a zoo, they brewed their own beer. We are gonna talk about that in a few weeks, in a few episodes even. You might remember Mechel's Honingbier, the honey beer from Mechelen that I found in a tiny candy shop. And today's beer is, I'll even up you one. Today's beer I found in a flower shop, actually a garden center, a plant store. And it is called Bloem. Bloem is Dutch or Flemish. Boer is a farmer, Bloem is a flower. Farmer flower. Yeah, that's the name of the beer. I'm already gonna tell you guys, I am on the lookout, and I have been for a long time, for a good, quality, tasty, well brewed, alcohol-free beer. Now I take that term quite loosely. Depending on which country you're in, alcohol-free means zero tolerance or 0.3 or 0.5% ABV. I am willing to go to 0.5. But yeah, it is quite the quest to find a good one, a nice tasty one with a full mouthfeel that actually resembles a beer. I'm not going to talk today about the methods of de-alcoholizing beer or making alcohol-free beer, but the beer we are going to taste today is a 0.3% ABV and practically alcohol-free beer. And it's called Farmer Flower or Bloem because it is based on flowers. It is brewed by the Proefbrouwerij in Locristi near Ghent, and the Proefbrouwerij is actually, well, it is a brewery, of course, but it is in the first place a beer research facility led by a very smart researcher. They research all kinds of beer science, going from which kinds of woods are best for the casks to ripen, up until which bacteria influence which kinds of yeast and which strains are, yeah, way above our head, way above my head anyway. But they are a brewery as well, and they mainly brew beers, yeah, on commission. You might have heard the name Proefbrouwerij because I have talked about it in our my video about the vegan barley wine. If you don't, if that doesn't ring a bell, I'll put a link up here somewhere, and yeah, make sure to watch that one as well. So back to this beer. Yeah, I can't say much about it. It's a non-alcoholic beer. I saw it near the cash register between the flowers. They have lovely promo pics, and I thought, hey, it's a beer, it's flower based. We have a lot of fruit beers, we have some spiced beers. We love floral aromas in our hops, so why not a plant or even a flower-based beer? And they made some, yeah, I think logical and good choices, because this one is brewed with all the classic ingredients. It's water, hops, barley, malted barley of course, and yeast, hibiscus extract, and elderflower. Now I have tasted Vedette Extra elderflower once. I have traveled through Slovenia, where elderflower is the national flower, and they put it in everything, and honestly I love it. I really like elderflower. And hibiscus, well, we know hibiscus from mainly from tea and from homemade hipster iced teas and many other things. So without further ado, let's see how this goes. They do recommend drinking it from a wine or champagne glass, so who am I to argue? Of course, we are gonna put it to the test, because just like last time with the Haru, I'm gonna try half from the champagne glass and half, yeah, in my usual tasting glass. They do willingly choose for metal canisters. I just see that it's not all that clean. There's a tiny bit of sand stuck in here. That's what you get when you buy a beer in a garden center. There we go. Okay, now, as I was saying, they do choose cans for a reason, and that is because it doesn't let any light through. I just saw that I didn't properly clean my glass, and as an avid barkeeper and maitre d', I hate glasses with spots on it. Okay, it doesn't let light through, and yeah, as we all know, light and beer aren't the best of friends. That's why we use brown bottles, worst case green bottles, practically never white bottles. And the beers that do use white bottles, they are either conditioned or, yeah, must be some reason for it. A very nice smell, tiny bit watery, but yeah, surprise, surprise, a very floral smell. I do smell the hibiscus in there, maybe a bit of violet. I'm not really getting that elderflower, that typical strong scent. On the other hand, hibiscus is also a dominant smell, so let's see what the rest of this says. Ooh. Ooh. I think this is my messiest pour in history, but it's such a flimsy can that I couldn't help squishing it. Thank God I have everything right here. Of course, this rag isn't made for cleaning a table, but it will suffice. Of course, we'll have to wash it afterwards. So, let's try that again. Yeah. Pour through. Here we go. Look at that. What I do like about this ecological trend is that these cans get a little jacket. Here we go. And we can easily recycle everything. And I am all for ecological brewing and marketing. Of course, a bit of difference in the color, more volume, less volume, a nice wide head of foam. Apparently this glass is cleaner because it keeps the foam a lot better. Okay. Still very floral, very yeah, plant, how do you call it, vegetal smell. I actually smell like some green vegetables. Smells like the water after cooking edamame. I do love the color though. I like how it's very pale blonde and hazy. That does shine through in the taste. Now they promised a floral and soury taste, and they deliver exactly what they promised. Just don't know if I'm a fan. I do get why they recommend drinking from a champagne glass, because it is soury, like dry soury, like a white wine or a champagne or a cava or a cremant or a spumante or whatever you want to call it, wherever you're based, because it has very, very tiny bubbles. It has that feeling on the tongue like a champagne, and yeah, I can't help but tasting that vegetal green. Yeah, it's like more like the greens of the plant, like the leaves. I do get the hibiscus. Again, I really have to look for the elderflower. Haven't found it yet. And you guys know, with all my Oude Geus reviews, that I actually love sour, but this no, this isn't working for me. I do believe that I could use this in a mocktail, but I would have to experiment with that nasty green vegetable aftertaste. Actually, this tastes like, to me, lemon water, or lemonade if you will, but we used the water to cook vegetables in, added lemon and forgot the sugar. And I honestly think that this would not get 3 stars on Untapped. Now, trying it in a large glass, in a chalice if you will, maybe in an executive glass, you do get a tiny hint of carbon dioxide. A lot more floral, less of the greens. Nope. Okay, so in my last review I said that I thought that was going to be the first bad review, and I was very pleasantly surprised by the general pattern. This time I thought I was going to be pleasantly surprised, and I'm not. I'm actually not even going to finish this. And again, I'm not saying it's a bad beer. Des goûts et des couleurs, on ne discute pas. But yeah, doesn't do it for me. Which is unfortunate, because it was a freaking €3.50 can. I've had way better beers for a lot less money. Now, I can already tell you guys, I am pursuing the search for a great alcohol-free beer. I've got my eye on a few, and yeah, let's see how this search goes. I've got my eye on some made by very large worldwide breweries. I've got my eyes on some small local ones, so like this one. Yeah, if you're curious, follow me. I'll make a playlist out of alcohol free as a beer style as well. subscribe, hit the bell icon, you'll get notified whenever I upload something. And yeah, if you like this video, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Apart from that, you guys see that there are some empty holes on the wall here. I have a plaque that was there in the beginning and isn't right now. That is because it fell off. I am gonna redistribute my plaques, and our next video will be a very cool one because I got some fan mail and I want to share that with you guys. Yeah, I'll see you again then. Cheers, you guys. See you in the next one.